So let's start with our 2025 WNBA MVP, and that has to go to the one and only Caitlin Clark.
Is Caitlin Clark already the runaway favorite for the 2025 MVP? That's the hot topic lighting up every sports desk group chat and podcast this week. And not everyone's thrilled, especially Asia Wilson, who's been less than subtle about her frustration. But let's be honest, when Clark's name starts dominating MVP conversations before the season even tips off, it says a whole lot more about her dominance than any so-called disrespect to the veterans.
Truly think that this second year for Caitlin Clark is going to be like nothing we have ever seen. She has had an entire offseason to train, to get into the gym, to work on things that she struggled with during her rookie season.
Let's not sugarcoat last season, it was tough. Every game Clark faced defenses designed specifically to slow her down. She was double-teamed, constantly face-guarded from tip-off to final buzzer and fouled like it was open season. And all of this while she was barely a month removed from a grueling college season and historic tournament run.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable, to be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation.
Double teamed, the physicality was like nothing that she ever saw. She went into her rookie year after coming off a very long college career. She had a couple weeks off, then went straight into the WNBA.
Now she's back, and not just with a jump shot, but with a vengeance. The new Caitlin Clark has been in the lab. Literally, she's bulked up significantly, focusing on strength training, core stabilization, and conditioning that's tailor-made for the WNBA's. Punishing pace. Gone is the slightly undersized rookie trying to adjust. What we've got now is a walking highlight reel with the build to take hits and dish them out too.
I asked her if it was Photoshop.
She said it was AI. What aspects of her game would you like to work with her on for this season?
Yeah, certainly getting stronger was one. The level of physicality in the W is totally different. That's the way that teams have to try to keep her off balance.
You've probably seen the workout videos she's muscling through contact that would have sent her flying a year ago, sticking landing spots, holding balance in traffic, and snapping passes into tight windows. But that's just the physical side. Behind the scenes, Clark has turned into a student of the game. She's dissected film, broken down every defensive look teams threw at her, and built a counterattack for each double her now. And she's threatening a no-look dime to the corner face guard her. And she'll back cut for a layup trap her. That ball's already gone.
Has had an entire offseason to train, to get into the gym, to work on things that she struggled with during her rookie season. We have seen from the photos, from the videos, from the workouts that she has put on quite a bit of muscle. So it seems like she is taking all of these things so serious.
And it's not just Clark who's evolving. The Indiana Fever have undergone a full culture overhaul. From the moment Stephanie White stepped in as head coach, the organization got serious. No more rebuilding or excuses. White came in like a woman on a mission, setting the tone from day one. Practices went from casual to competitive, and film sessions became master classes, and every single person on that roster, from the vets to the rookies, started buying into a system designed to win now.
It seems like Caitlin has been in the gym every single day, and if she wasn't in the gym, she was either golfing or doing some sort of speaking engagement.
White knew what she was doing. She brought in trusted assistants from her days in Connecticut, staffers who speak her language and understand the system she's trying to build. We needed to align, White said in a preseason interview. That means on the bench and on the court. That cohesion has already paid off. The Fever are no longer trying to find an identity. They've found it, and its name is Caitlin Clark.
And not to mention the new team that Indiana has now. The Indiana Fever did incredible in free agency, and now Caitlin Clark is surrounded by not just a couple great players, the entire squad is finally full.
What's special is how seamlessly Clark fits into this revamped structure. Her leadership is evident. Her presence lifts everyone around her. She's not just running plays, she's orchestrating them. And for the first time in a long time, Indiana looks like a team with serious postseason aspirations, and it all revolves around 22.
Saw the kind of numbers, points, assists, things that she was doing led her team to the playoffs that she did in her rookie season. With all of that, now just think about her having an entire off season, all of this time to train. She knows how she needs to adapt.
Meanwhile, the reaction from other WNBA stars has been telling A'ja Wilson the former MVP hasn't hidden her annoyance at the early MVP chatter surrounding Clark, but instead of taking it as a challenge, she's treating it like an insult. That's not a good look. While Clark is putting in the work and transforming her game, Wilson's out here subtweeting and throwing shade like it's a full-time job.
They're not going to come into this year losing like they did last year. This squad that they didn't put with Caitlin is amazing. So the winning will be there, right? I believe their winning percentage will be way higher than it was at the beginning of last year. And Caitlin Clark will have so much, she will have her fingerprints all over those victories.
And maybe that's because deep down the vets realize something's shifting. The league isn't just adding another superstar, it's witnessing the rise of a new era. Clark's impact isn't just statistical, it's cultural. She's bringing fans who never watched the WNBA before. She's boosting ticket sales, jersey sales, and media coverage in ways the league hasn't seen since its inception. You can't fake that kind of energy. You can't manufacture this type of moment. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's building a movement, and that movement is backed by performance record-breaking numbers, ridiculous highlights, and now a legitimate MVP campaign that's gaining steam with every preseason scrimmage.
To be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation going right and left, to be able to have different types of finishing looks, whether it's, crossbody finishes, whether it's floaters at the rim, whether it's quick floaters, long floaters, Euros. You can't quite be as fundamentally predictable with as much athleticism, speed, quickness, and as much as the game plan is going to be geared toward her.
So let the haters hate. Let the side eyes and passive-aggressive comments fly. Caitlin Clark isn't just ready for the spotlight. She is the spotlight. When the season tips off, don't be surprised if she's not just the face of the Fever, but the face of the entire league. And A'ja, you might want to focus less on the shade and more on the stat sheet. Because while you're busy fuming, Caitlin Clark's coming for your MVP trophy with receipts, records, and a fan base ready to ride every step of the way.
Sticking with the Indiana Fever, my prediction for Coach of the Year is Coach Stephanie White. It felt like when she got to Indiana, there was an immediate shift in the culture and the seriousness of this Indiana Fever franchise and organization and team.
Stephanie White didn't just design an offense. She built a launch pad for greatness. Her entire system has been sculpted with surgical precision around Caitlin Clark's unique talents. This isn't your basic pick-and-roll setup. We're talking a high-octane, turbocharged run and gun machine engineered to take advantage of every inch of Clark's elite passing and limitless shooting range. If you blink during an Indiana Fever possession this year, you're going to miss a three-pointer flying from the logo or a no-look dime slicing through defenders like a hot knife through butter.
She got to Indiana, she brought over a lot of the people that she had worked with at the Connecticut Sun. She also brought in players that she was already familiar with, players that she had known even back in their college days. She was on the court immediately with these players as they were bringing in new people in free agency. We have heard from her in multiple interviews. It just seems like there is a level of seriousness with Coach White that they maybe didn't have last year with the Indiana Fever, and I think she gets it. She knows that these women want to win now, and she is ready to do